Have you ever looked at the coins in your pocket and thought they were just ordinary? Well, what if I told you that one of those coins, something as common as a 5-cent piece from 2011, might just be worth a fortune? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2011 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. This isn't just spare change. It could be your golden ticket. Let's start with the basics. The 5-cent coin minted in 2011 is part of the long-running Jefferson Nickel series. First introduced in 1938, this series replaced the earlier Buffalo nickel design. The coin has seen a few design updates over the years, but the version we're talking about today, the one minted in 2011, carries a look that's both classic and modern. On the obverse, or the front of the coin, you'll find a sharp and detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His gaze is serious, almost visionary, facing forward rather than in profile like many other presidents on coins. This design was introduced in 2006 and continues to be used to this day. Right beside Jefferson's face, you'll see the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" on the left, and the word liberty, stylized in Jefferson's own handwriting, on the right. Just beneath it is the year 2011 and the mint mark, depending on where it was struck. Now flip it over, and you're met with the beautifully symmetrical image of Monticello, Jefferson's Grand Virginia estate. It's been the standard reverse design for most nickels since the series began, and for good reason. It's instantly recognizable and carries historical weight. But here's where things get interesting. Most 2011 nickels are worth exactly what they say, 5 cents. There were hundreds of millions of these coins minted between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But some coins, just a very rare few, have something different. A small imperfection, a misplaced die, a slight doubling of letters, an error in the strike. And these mistakes, as tiny as they may seem, can turn a common coin into a numismatic treasure. Magnifying glass tilted left, for example, collectors have reported double die errors where the text or imagery appears slightly doubled. Off-center strikes, where the image isn't aligned correctly. Die cracks or extra metal appearing in strange places. Or coins struck on the wrong planchet, the metal disc used for other coins. These errors are rare, but when they're found, they can send collectors into a frenzy. Why? Because rarity equals value. A seemingly simple 2011 nickel with a striking error can easily be worth hundreds, thousands, or in rare documented cases, tens of thousands of dollars. Coins that appear to be one-of-a-kind or are in pristine condition, especially MS-67 or higher grades from professional grading services, can fetch enormous prices at auction. But here's the twist that has collectors buzzing. Now let's be clear. This isn't the typical price for a 2011 nickel. Most are worth 5 cents, maybe a few dollars if they're in good condition. But this rumored coin, supposedly featuring a combination of multiple rare errors, preserved in a nearly perfect state, and with an unmatched historical twist, has turned into a collector's legend. Whether the story is entirely true or slightly exaggerated, one thing's for sure, it has put the spotlight back on the humble nickel. So what should you do? White heavy checkmark, go check your piggy banks. White heavy checkmark, look through that spare change in your car. White heavy checkmark, dig into old jars or drawers. You never know, you might be holding on to a small piece of history that the world has overlooked. Before you spend that 5-cent coin, take a moment and look at it carefully. Check the details, the shine, the alignment. Any little error could mean huge value, because sometimes what looks ordinary could secretly be worth millions. Eyes, and remember, the next time you find a 2011 nickel, don't just toss it aside. It might just be the $92 million miracle you never knew you had.